If you guys are just joining, make sure that you check your name on the list. The names will be in the exact order as I received your submissions. As always, you guys know the spill and everything. I don't always have to do that. Obviously, for others of you, if you're new, you don't know what mini love reads are. These are readings that I do every Monday. They are pre-submitted or prepaid readings. So if you guys miss the submissions, you guys can always participate next Monday. I do not ever take submissions during lives, just to avoid, all of the madness, okay, and disruption. So also, if you guys want to book personal readings with me, my information, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Okay, let's go ahead and start this live. All right, before we even start this live, I'm going to command, declare, and decree over my surroundings. Holy Spirit, I thank you for your divine presence, angels and ancestors and guides who have my best will and intentions, who are divinely designed to my life, guiding me and assisting me. All of those that are watching this live that are meant to receive a divine message. Anyone that has purchased a reading for tonight, Holy Spirit, I ask for divine protection over them. Their loved ones that are involved in the question, I ask for divine permission to tap into both parties' energies for the sake of this reading and this message. Anything that is karmically, lower vibrationally connected to anyone that I'm reading for tonight, bind it and block it from coming through and interfering with the reading. Any ancestors, spirit guides, angels that are divinely connected to those that I'm reading for tonight, you are welcome. Any benevolent, loving, light beings are welcome. Any dark forces or beings or anything cloaking itself as the beings of light, we bind you when we block you. I cast out any confusion, any type of discouragement, negativity, bullying, slandering, we block you and we bind you. I declare and decree that this reading, this live, the message, myself, is divinely covered and divinely protected. Any false guidances, any false imaginations that come through false information, false prophecies, prophetic insights, we cast it and we bind it out. Holy Spirit, I only want to hear your voice, see what you want me to see, guide me down to the cards that I choose. I declare and decree that this message and this reading will be a blessing to someone, bring peace, clarity, and light, confirmation, revelation. Amen and Ashe. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's consecrate and clear these cards. All cards that I'm using tonight, we consecrate and clear them. Maybe of sacred use, divine use. Okay, Shauna, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. This is your reading. Shout out to you. Much love to you. You can tap into your love energy surrounding love. Ooh, Novi's having a fit. Greetings, Miss Shauna. Holy Spirit, what is the guidance that you have for her? What is the guidance, the message? What is the guidance? What is 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 the message? What? One second. Let me see what's going on with my dog. Why is she barking? Oh, no, but. Okay. Let's change the timestamp. Alright, I'm going to change the timestamp so there's no disruption. Okay. Alright, so this is your reading. Shauna. She don't like my brother's company. She don't know him, so she's having a fit. Okay, Shauna. There's the guidance. Thank you. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. Divine truth, divine clarity coming through for you. There's 3 birds here, and I feel like that represents 3 messages coming to you. 3 confirmations coming to you about something in regards to this love. All right. Page of Cups and the 4 of Wands. I feel like this looks like someone coming back or coming in. With the Page of Cups, that's a messenger of love. You also have the 4 of Wands, and there's 2 birds there. I feel like you're going to get a heads up of some type of message or someone coming in or something. Just a heads up, maybe about a conversation, just in general, period. I feel like it's someone that you already, yeah, because you didn't leave a question about a specific person or a name, I don't believe. So if you're asking about a specific person, I feel like there's something that this person is planning to come forth about or communicate to you. And it doesn't have to be nothing big or grand, but I feel like it is something to look forward to. You're going to get a heads up about it, though, or you've been getting multiple confirmations about this conversation. Something that I feel like is going to provide clarity to you before it happens. All right. Clarify this. Yeah, she does not like my friend, or my brother's friend. She does not like them, so she's having a fit. Yep. Engagement. Someone is ready to take things to the next level. Yeah, someone is going to come forth, or this is somebody you're already dealing with. So if it's someone you already know, apply it to that. And if not, it's soon come, someone is coming around to express something to you. But the thing is you're already going to get a heads up. So you're already going to know that it's coming. Why does she need to know this? Some type of peaceful resolution I'm hearing. Okay. So I feel like this connection, it might have been something heavy in the past, or you had this anxiousness or this fear because you didn't have clarity about where you stood with someone, or as it relates to your love life just in general. But whoever this person is, it might be a conversation about a commitment. If it's not literally marriage, I feel like it's commitment. The 4 of Wands in itself is also known to be a marriage card or some type of divine connection or partnership. There's going to be some type of conversation about that. And Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Like I said, you're going to get a message already. It's something that's already going to come to you. I'm getting 3 confirmations in some type of form of could be a sign or synchronicity. It could be a dream. It could be something that you hear, or the same message being repeated over and over again from different sources. That's how you know. So listen to your own intuition on this. Whatever this anxiousness that you have in this 2 of Swords energy, it's going to dissipate, but I feel like it's only going to, the peace is not more so coming from the message that this person is providing, or this person coming in, or whatever the case may be. This message per se, I feel like it's more so a message and the conversation. It's not so much that you're going to get peace out of that. It's more so these confirmations that's coming to you. But feelings are going to be expressed, something surrounding commitment, some type of truth. You got 2 cards talking about commitment to marriage. So it might be talk about this surrounding that. That's what I'm getting. Let me double check and make sure that you didn't ask about somebody specifically, because I don't want to just be randomly pulling stuff if there's nobody to ask, but there is an energy here. Let me see. Going to check. I sent the message to myself. Sorry, Katrina. I'm trying to send a message to you, but I accidentally sent it back to myself. Okay, let me see. Shauna. Yeah, you didn't ask about a specific person. So I'm going to ask for advice. Like, what should you do? What's your advice other than be open to these confirmations or these synchronicities that's coming in? It's like a heads up about something. What else does she want to need to know, Holy Spirit? What else does she need to know? And yes, if you didn't get my email, Shauna, if you do need clarification or you have a question about something, you can email me after the fact. It says your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. This is something you're also going to have to prepare yourself for as well. More so than just like waiting or anticipating. There's something that you have to do within yourself to prepare for this. It's time to release negativity. A fiery climax approaches. So the gist of what I'm getting is this. So what I realize about spirit, like what spirit likes to do is when we're like when spirit's preparing us for something big, whether it be like a divine blessing or a message that we're meant to receive, if we're not in the space to hear it because of something else we got going on internally or our own hangups, our own fears, whatever, we won't be in that place to fully be receptive to hear that. So it's only when we clear that out, when we're at a certain space within ourselves, then we can hear spirit clear. Then we'll know what we need to do and where we need to go because there's no block with that. We're not blocking ourselves, if that makes sense. So there's something that spirit is saying that you've been working on within self. And spirit is saying to continue to release any, it says negativity, but I don't want to use that word. Let's just say anything that is a block to you. Let's say it's a fear of expressing yourself or a fear of losing someone or something, whatever the case may be. Spirit is wanting you to overcome that. It could be something also that's causing double-mindedness, a lack of peace. I'm so sorry if you keep hearing my dog. Like, she's having a fit because she doesn't really like strangers like that, like people she's never met, and she really doesn't like males that she doesn't know, so she has a fit. And my brother's friend is over, and she does not like them. She's having a cow. But yeah, fiery climax approaches. So the fiery climax, I feel like, is preparing yourself for something significant. Not so much about another person, but I feel like it's yourself within the situation because Aries energy is the first house. That's the house of the self, the first, the I am aspect. So I hope that makes sense. Like I said, you are more than welcome to email me if you have a question because there was nobody specifically asked about. So I'm just picking up the energy surrounding your love, but I do see that there's someone that's you're going to be communicating with or someone that has, if they're already in your life, there's something significant that they want to talk about in regards to commitment. Seems like it's a positive outcome though. All right. Hey sis, I hope you got my DM. Okay, Miss Alexis. Ooh, your timestamp was 14:14 when I looked at the time. Hey Bianca, yes, doing well, doing good. I hope you're doing good. I hope everybody's doing well and swell. I love this song. All right. I like the original, the Willie Colleon, or it's not Willie Colleon. Well, yeah, it is. It's Hector Lavoe, but Mark Anthony's version I like it too because I like the way Mark Anthony sings. But all right. Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom for Miss Alexis in regards to her connection. What is the major energies? And clear out all previous energies from the last reading. What does Alexis need to know? Or turn this one down. Okay. So you have the Two of Wands in reverse. You have the Five of Cups here. I feel like you still feel like something is not moving or something's not going to plan out. It's like that's a fear that's here. Clarify this. Don't really trust the situation. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You're kind of torn in between. It's something, should you prepare? Should you wait? Should you expect something to come out of it? Or is it going to turn out bad? Or something like some type of disappointment? I'm not taking all these cards. The Moon. Yeah, it's like maybe your emotions, I feel like your emotions are not really clear. It's like muddled in two different energies, so it's like split. But it's got you kind of in a place of like feeling stuck or perceiving that things are stuck or they're not moving forward, they're not flowing. And it's more so because of what it looks like in the physical. The Five of Cups to me is always like, it's almost like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like, yes, this is sadness, this is disappointment. Sometimes it can be depression. But with the Two of Cups in the back, it's always that promise and that hope that there's still hope in regards to whatever you feel like you've lost. There's still something that's available to you or something to gain, some type of blessing that still stands, even if you can't see it. There might be something significant with autumn or fall season, and I feel like you don't see it. You're not able to see the shift as of now. And with the Moon card, it's like you really gotta pay attention to your intuition. And with the Moon card, sometimes I always say that it can be a place of illusions and deception within the self because you're in the dark, you can't really see, but there's always that moon to illuminate. So our intuition illuminates things even in our place of darkness. So it's like, yeah, should I like hope for this? Should I prepare? Or it's something to do with that. Clarify these cards. What is the energy in this connection right now? What is the major energies with Alexis and the person she's asking about? Settling. Someone has resigned themselves to accepting less. All right. Dang, come out. Denial. It's time to face the truth. I feel like there's this fear. Is this person wasting my time? That's the feeling I get from this. I'm going to clarify that moon one more time. Because like I said, it's a card of illusion sometimes and deception within the self or within a situation. Clarify this moon. The Tower. Something that you feel like right now is not working. Something that you feel like you're losing hope in. This is happening so that there can be a shift. I do feel like, and I'm going to be honest, I do feel like at some points it might have been a lot of allowing things to kind of slide. So let's say, for instance, this person counted on you too many times, or they made certain excuses and kind of like excused it for them. This is showing you something about boundaries in some sense, I feel like. And also for this person, I feel like there's something that they're supposed to get and learn as well. The Tower is all about destroying a false foundation so that you can rebuild. And a lot of times the Tower does bring revelation. It does bring wisdom as well. It's painful sometimes. It's unexpected for the most part, but it's necessary. It's needed. So I feel like wherever you guys are in this connection right now that seems like a misfortune, it's actually meant to restructure things, but restructuring starts with self first, of course. So that's what I'm getting from this. Let's see how this person is feeling though. Nuh-uh, we done with the tarot. We're done for now. All right. Yeah, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels and ancestors. Ask for permission to tap into this person's heart space and what it is that their heart is truly feeling, that they will allow, their higher self will allow us to tap into, what the truth is of what they want to say. Bring it back so I can screenshot that. All right. What does this person want to say? All right. All right. This person is also spiraling. It feels like they're not fully trusting themselves when it comes to this situation. So you have, I feel like we're bad for each other. I feel like you're hiding something, and I feel like it's best to stay away right now. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, like this energy between the two of you, it does seem foggy. It does seem kind of, it's a stillness. And I'm going to go back to the tower again. Whenever I see the tower card in readings, mainly in love readings, let's say something major just happened. Let's say a breakup just happened. And a lot of times when you're in the middle of it, you're still kind of confused. You might be angry. You might be hurt. You go through different stages, like different stages of grieving, right? So you're processing everything. If you think about something, a building or a tower that's just burnt down, it's burning. So that's the destruction of it. Then there's the smoke. You can't see everything when you're in the midst of the tower. It's only till the dust settles and everything kind of dissipates that you're able to see things clear. So you both are in the middle of like some type of tower energy where things are being deconstructed so that things can be reconstructed. That's what I get from this. And two, another thing too, when spirit causes separation between people, not just romantically, but since we're talking about love, when spirit separates people from one another, it's usually a time of healing. It's a time of reflection. It's a time of like healing yourself. Because a lot of times when you spend too much time with someone, you might ignore certain things that you need to deal with within yourself. It can be a distraction. So this happened for your good. The Tower card to me is not a bad card per se. I don't feel like the Five of Cups is necessarily a bad card either, but it's necessary. What's this person want to say? All right. Yeah. It's heavy energies here. Okay. So this person hasn't gone anywhere, and I say this every time that I do this reading, like this person, their feelings for you haven't really changed. I feel like they're still processing. Your energy's still around. But it's like there's something that you and this person need to deal with separately. So again, for you, I do feel like it's boundaries. That's what I get from this. If you've allowed this person to, you know, set plans with you and then they cancel and then you just kind of allow it to just go on without saying how you feel or expressing some type of disappointment or whatever it is that your truth basically, that's doing disservice to the self. So I feel like there's something with that the spirit's wanting you to redirect or to focus on more so, because you guys will meet up again. That's already there on the table. But the thing is with that is when you guys do, it can't be under the same circumstances in which it once was, if that makes sense. All right. Spirit, what is her advice? What is the advice? Tebow. Trying to see if my brother, my dog stopped barking, so I guess his friend left. Yeah. Did Dakota leave? Oh, where's Nova? Oh. Stop. Alright, what is Alexis? Emotions are running high. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I feel it. Be bold and make the first move. So,
What if they give you $10 or something at the kilo?
who? $10. That's not how much I pay for it either. That's not how much I pay for it. He want to buy it from me. He gives me full price of what I pay for it. All right. I'm not trying to buy my bottle of tequila. He wanted, he gonna have to pay full price for it. Anywho, okay, so you have be bold and make the first move. Emotions are running high. Okay, so be bold and make the first move. I feel like it kind of, again, it goes back to the whole setting boundaries thing. When you guys do come in contact, or whenever you guys do come back to see each other again, or whatever the case may be, I feel like you have to set the ground rules when it comes to certain things within this connection. Not saying that it has to be like my way or the highway, but where you stand with the situation in this connection, you do have say so in it. You do have the right to express yourself. And I feel like in some type of way that was not fully happening. It was kind of like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And that sometimes that happens when you care about people. You let them run all over you. But it's a certain point where you learn that lesson that does not work in your favor. You'll lose respect that way if you let people continue to walk all over you. So Spirit's telling you to be bold, make the first move as far as like setting ground rules about this connection or where you stand within it, what you'll accept and what you won't accept, what you appreciate and what you don't appreciate, those types of things. That's what I'm getting from this. So hopefully that resonates with you. Hopefully that made sense. And like I always say, y'all, if it does not, or you just want clarity on maybe one specific thing or something like that, feel free to let me know if you're in the chat. If not, email me. All right. Okay, concentrate and clear these cards from the last reading. I keep playing this damn song. I don't want to hear this again. I love this song, but I don't want to hear it again. All right. Jennifer, 2908 is your timestamp. Jennifer. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance. Thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine guidance. King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups. All right. I'm sorry to laugh. It's not funny. Okay. This is not funny. I mean, it's okay. It's funny, but it's not funny. All right. Holy Spirit, please clarify. King of Wands. Okay. The Empress. King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. I'm getting two different masculine energies. I wanted to make sure that it was not like the same person operating in two different energies. I didn't think so. I more so felt it was two opposite energies, two different masculines here. And it is. So what I'm getting from this, with the Empress card, the Empress, I feel like in this position, this is self-love, honoring the self, all those things. The King of Cups, I feel like, represents the person that you are asking about, the person that has your heart. This is someone that's been taking their dear sweet time to give you something or present something that you actually deserve with the Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles, I feel like, is the stability that you deserve, or some type of commitment that you deserve, or that you've been waiting for a minute. This King of Wands, I feel like, is some competition for this King of Cups. With the Two of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, it might pose as some type of conflict to make this decision. Yep. Because the Page of Pentacles, it's like waiting for something to be delivered to you, waiting for in this case, waiting for something to be given. Pages are messengers. They're also youthful energies. They're also learning the mastery of their suit. It's something that I feel like you've been wanting, or you've been waiting for it to be given and delivered to you, and it has yet. It's been taking its time. There's a little bit of competition here, or somebody's about to pose as a competition for this person that has your heart. Because you're waiting for it to come from them, but what's the connection between King of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, that's why I said it's not funny. It's not necessarily funny, but it's just... Let's see. Clarify this King of Wands. Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords is... People like to say, oh, it's a deception, it's a theft card. In this instance, yeah, like steal your girl type energy. That's what I get from this. This is competition. And I'm not necessarily going to say either. This is just a heads up for you. Seven of Swords being here, it is deception. All that glitters is not gold. So it definitely may not be an actual good offer, but it's like someone more willing, or someone is more willing to offer and give something that this person's been taking forever to give to you, or that you've been waiting for, desiring to receive. Okay, it's time to pay attention. Fireworks, twin flame. Okay. There's intense chemistry here. Reunion of the soul, tone of mates. Pay attention to what's coming in. Impatience, recklessness leads to frustration and eagerness. I'm going to say this. Sometimes, like, a carrot will be dangled in your face, and it seems like it's a good thing, and it may not very well be what's for you. And I feel like that's kind of what this is. Like, someone showing you, like, you know, I got this, this, and that, and I can, like, kind of selling you a dream, or they are projecting that they're what you want or what you need, when in actuality, they're not. And it's because, okay, well, this person over here, like, I really want it to come from him. I really wanted to be with him, but he's taking his dear sweet time. He's not moving. Be mindful, be discerning whether or not this King of Wands energy has your best intentions. I feel like it's kind of like a counterfeit energy, if that makes sense. So whether they've already come into your life or they're coming in, this is the energy that I'm getting from this. Like, pay attention to this. Because I feel like it will be a strong attraction. He's the King of Wands. He doesn't have to be a fire sign, but he's attractive, he's alluring, he's fiery, he's passionate, all of that. He's assertive. So it's something that you might be drawn to, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it serves your highest good. So Spirit's saying to use your discernment. Let's see where your person is with you, how they feel at this time. Ali, my pets is always like distracting my reading. Like, as soon as I start reading, here they come. All right. Ask for permission to tap into this person's heart space and what they will allow Jennifer to know in regards to their feelings. How is this person feeling? I don't know why I heard time's up. Time's up. She's been gone all day. My cat don't usually do that, but the weather has been kind of nice because it's been raining for the last few days. It's not so hot. It's kind of humid today, but it's not as hot as usual. Okay. So your person sometimes feels a little bit crazy. I won't say crazy. That's not the word. This person sometimes feel like they're way in over their head sometimes about this connection, because I feel like it is a deep connection. You know, I'm not going to use that twin flame stuff. I got to be careful how I use my words. Although the twin flame card did come out, you and this person do have a special connection spiritually, and I feel like they know that. And sometimes the spiritual aspect of it does make them feel like, you know, they're way in over their head. This person does feel a little more aligned within themselves. They did come out as a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a person of patience. They are someone that is dedicated. They also are a down-to-earth energy. I feel like this person's progress is slow. I'm going to give you a story because this is the energy that I'm feeling. And if it resonates, apply it. If not, just kind of let it pass by you, whatever. The feeling that I get from this is like the tortoise and the hare. So the tortoise is like the slow one, the one that others are kind of counting not to win. Hey, sis. My sis Minah is in the house, okay? Bianca is in the house. Greetings to my sisters. Hey, mommy. Come on. Come on. You staying or you leaving? Ollie, don't disrupt me, okay? Okay, sorry about that, Jennifer. So the tortoise is like the one that people count out, maybe the one that they think is not going to win, the least likely to win the race. And the hare is the one that people would depict or assume would be the winner because obviously they're fast. So your person might be taking, taking their own divine pace and time to get to where they're supposed to be or called to be, or to be that thing that maybe you are meant to have or be with, right? And then there's the hare, this other person that comes in seemingly having everything that you want. On the surface, it's like, oh, it must be this person because of X, Y, and Z. And it can't possibly be this person because of look at this and look at that. They're both making progress, though. Don't mistake the tortoise as being stagnant and not moving at all, or just someone that's just making excuses and never, shifting or growing and elevating, not taking accountability. But someone that is moving at their own pace. The tortoise catches up to the hare in the end. So I feel like this person is starting to feel more aligned, that they're starting to feel more clear and directed in their own path, more so than anything. And this person feels an abundance of love for you. I do get at times your person is not always showing up for the connection in the way that you desire or you deserve. So this person still has work to do, but Spirit wants you to use your discernment. Not saying that this person is the end all be all, but just use your discernment of anything or anyone that's currently tempting you or around you or that may come around you. That's what I'm getting from that. Ollie, don't start this. I just told you to dip if you want to dip, if you want to stay. Alright. See what this person wants to tell you. What's this person want to say that their higher self will allow you to know? Like, what is it that in their truth, in their heart space, in their divine truth, do they want to express? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this person, they feel like you guys need to express some things, your truths. The King of Cups was there as well, so I'm gonna take note of that. The King of Cups may very well be someone that is wanting to express their emotions. Sometimes he doesn't always, because he's not ruled by his emotions. So you got to think of it this way, like the King of Cups is in a feminine suit in the tarot. The King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, those are feminine suits, but they're still masculine at the end of the day. So there's a level of balance, and the kings in the deck are also the masters of their suit. So he's aware of his emotions. He's emotionally mature when he's in the upright, of course, emotionally sound, but he's not ruled by his emotions. I feel like your person is dealing with their emotions, but they're not drowning in them. They're not overwhelmed by them, if that makes sense. I feel like your person does want to express where they're at right now in their life, where they're at and in relations to this connection. So you have I can't stand to be without you, or I can't stand to be with, or I can't stand you, but I can't stand to be without you. So yeah, there's a little bit of hangups here and there, but I don't feel like this person is going anywhere. And they also came out again as the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is loyal, they're dedicated, they're down to earth, they're grounded, they're patient. Yeah, this is gonna be a long story short reading. Long story short, Holy Spirit, what is the advice? Other than what came out, because it kind of already gave a little bit of advice, but personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, and it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Okay, so whatever things are happening between you and this person right now, they are going to reach a resolution, as the card says. Your person, I feel like, is going to take action, and it might be because they're sensing that either someone is around you, or you're starting to gain more interest in people that may be seemingly more serious, or maybe actually serious in courting you or giving you something that you've been wanting. You know how that is energetically. People can sense that and feel that. um the Aries making me think of the King of Wands, the full moon in Aries energy, or the new moon, my bad. New moon in Aries is making me think of that King of Wands here. That fire energy, feeling and sensing that. I feel like this person is going to want to resolve it. And you had the King of Cups, you got Cancer energy here, and then you have the King of Wands, you have Aries energy. So these seem like two opposites. But I feel like your person is going to want to clear something up, or they want to hash things out, or they want peaceful resolution between the two of you. I feel like it's going to come. It might take some time, or it's been a long time coming, one or the other. So let me know if that resonates with you. As always, Miss Jennifer, I appreciate you. All right. So I'm about to accidentally put these cards in reverse, and I do not want them in reverse. Definitely not my Empress card in reverse. All right. Unless, of course, they're meant to go that way, then cool. But if not, all right, Miss Rachael. All right, you had 2 submissions, one other person. So your person 1, you know who that person is in your mind. And then we'll do person 2. So person 1, Holy Spirit, please clear and purify this energy, consecrate, close out all previous energies. You're welcome, boo. You're welcome, welcome. All right. I already hit this one time for y'all. Y'all can sit down. All right. Thank you, Spirit. That Lama Dama energy, Big Mama energy around. Speaking of, I can't wait to get my Hoodoo Tarot cards. I've been looking at those for a minute. It might be more so for ancestor reads or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your divine wisdom, your divine guidance for Miss Rachael and person 1. What is the energy surrounding this connection situation? What is the energy surrounding this situation? Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Thank you. King of Wands. Why he like the dude from Reading Rainbow, kind of, in his young days, in his Star Trek days. Why is he coming out again? Okay. Okay, Spirit. Like the mom on Friday. Call me when you get home. Okay. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. All right, let's see. I'm already getting a message. Slightly similar to the last one, but not quite. I feel like your person senses another energy around. And not only that, with the Tower card, I feel like they want to rebuild this connection because something has fallen apart between the two of you. With the Eight of Swords, you might be in your head about this, like, okay, damn, what do I do? Because something shifted. The Reading Rainbow. Yeah, that used to be my shit. And the Nine of Pentacles. It's like this woman is doing her. She's like, she's basically in her own glory, in her own garden. She's like well-to-do off, and your person's like, wait a minute, like how is this happening outside of our union or without me, without us? Like, it's more of a self-focused thing. So your person is sensing a shift, and they're wanting to reestablish something in this connection. And I feel like for you, you're at a place where you're like stuck in your head, like, damn, okay, now what do I do? So you're kind of stuck in a hard place right now because your person is wanting to take action, or they're wanting to, this person is wanting to take the initiative or take the lead and step up. And in this instance, I feel like that's throwing you off because maybe this person was a little bit more passive and now they're more aggressive towards making this happen. Not aggressive in like a negative sense, but just more proactive than usual, if that makes sense. Nova, child of the corn, like, you're getting on my nerves. She getting on my nerves. Like, she barking at every single thing. I appreciate her though, like she lets you know, like, hey, like, I appreciate that, but she just sometimes just like, come on now, like, you know, it's your people at the door. Yeah, my brother's friend again. Like, come on now, y'all. Thank you for your loving guidance. Okay, you don't want to go back. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, this person doesn't want to be abandoned by you, or more so the connection. They don't want to lose what you guys have built. It does need some fixing and restructuring. I feel like your person is willing to do that. With there's romantic feelings here, there's still love here, and you might have felt like, okay, things have been kind of out of balance. Things have seemed to go left. So it's the self-focus, like, okay, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna focus on my own happiness. And in some way it's shifted the dynamic or this person's moves. I don't feel led to pull any more of these cards. I'm gonna go ahead and pull how this person feels. But yeah, it's like your person sensed more independence from you than usual. Kind of like you don't need them, like you've closed the door, like, okay, I got everything that I need back here, up here, over there. That's what I'm getting. Let's see. How are they feeling? Oh, man. Minah, sis, we need to talk after this. When I get off of here, we need to talk. I'm going to call you if you're free, if you're feeling better. Because I know you was dealing with your lady thing. And my lady thing is she's full and active and in her glory. She's here like a wrecking ball. But I like it. I like when it resonates with the moon cycles. It's like, yeah, yeah, bitch. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for your loving guidance, truth, and clarity. Yeah, she here. She like, I'm here, bitch. But, you know, bitch connected to the moon. Why not? All right, let's see. Holy Spirit. Side conversations. I apologize, Miss Rachel. All right. Ooh. Ooh, child. Can't make it up. I'm doing something. What? No, it needs to be charged. Okay. I feel like you played me. I feel like it's best to stay away right now, and I feel like you're hiding something. I'm gonna clarify that one. I need to charge it. You can't use it. I'm doing something. You don't need it. All right. Let me clarify this card because I want to make sure. Just distractions. Come on now. Go somewhere. All right. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like they feel like you want to stay away from them. I don't feel like this is them saying this to you. Seven of Pentacles is she's waiting. She's planted her seeds. You came out as the Nine of Pentacles. This is you putting energy and investing into yourself. It's more of an I energy than a we, than a us. This person feels. I feel like you played me and I feel like you're hiding something. I don't even feel like I need to clarify that. Okay, let's see what this person wants to say though. I thank you to anyone that is sending me love right now. I appreciate you. You know, have loving eyes and loving arms and protection. I appreciate you, y'all. Because I know it's some that's unspoken. Some of you guys, you know, you just be in the cut, just, you know, having eyes and watching and sending love. I appreciate you. Thank you. Even those two, my sisters and all that. You know, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. To my two moderators, Bianca and my sister, Minah, thank you. All right. What does this person want to say? Holy Spirit, that you allow to come through. That this person would want to be made known as far as what they want to say, their truth. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. What is going on? Thank you. Stop trying to control shit. I know I have to choose. I'm willing to work this out and two can play that game. Okay, so y'all might still have a little bit of beef with each other, but this person, in spite of all of that, they're still willing to work things out between the two of you. They know that they have to make some changes, some choices and decisions when it comes to this connection and re-establishing it in the way that they desire to. I do feel like you guys were kind of having a little bit of some arguments and stuff like that, maybe some petty arguments or just like acting petty towards each other. So let's see what you can expect moving forward from the situation. And I'm going to move on to your second situation that you want to ask about. Holy Spirit, I thank you for your divine wisdom. Thank you, thank you. To every divine soul, yes. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank you, Spirit, for your love and divine wisdom, divine guidance. All right. Shout out to just my divine team, period. Like, you're very close to achieving a goal. Have faith in your dreams. Ooh, I gotta be careful how I say this. Okay. I want to be very, very responsible in what I say with this. Okay. I feel like to some extent your person's kind of distracting you a little bit. Because I feel like you've been kind of on a track of healing or like there's some type of goals you set for yourself, personal goals. It's kind of like you gained a level of independence, not in a defiant way. Like sometimes you know how it's like, oh, I don't need no man type, that type of stupid stuff. Not that. It's more so like in ways that maybe you've kind of denied yourself or kind of like downplay certain things or just discarded it because you felt like you had to, like a false sense of sacrifice. And I feel like now you kind of waking up to some things like, okay, no, this is at my highest good, I'm doing this for me, blah blah blah, and you're on the wavelength of that. And I feel like this person is kind of distracting that just a little bit, so you're close to reaching your goals. Don't get caught up so much, let's say more so the drama of the situation with the person, or more so the drama of this. um oh my god, just crazy. um More so the drama of everything. Like just keep focused on what your personal goals are, because I'm gonna go back to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a good card to get in favor of um, your divine work or just self work and material things as well. Like all of that is paying off. So don't get distracted. That's what I'm getting from that. Long story short. All right. Oof. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. What? Maya, I just told you no. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. I'm not getting up. I'm doing something and you're disrupting me. You're disrupting me. I'm doing something. Go somewhere. Thank you. All right. All right. It's not Caroline. My bad. I almost forgot. Sorry, boo. See, I'm getting distracted. My sister. I can't get this. Can't get. No, what y'all? They always want something when I'm reading. They always want something. Always. If it ain't them, it's my animals. All right. Rachel, okay, clear the energy of the previous person. Ask for permission to tap into this connection, specifically in question. We do. It's just learning how to work through the disruptions, the attempts at least. Like, yeah, most definitely. Spirit gave me a whole revelation the other night when it comes to like things that disrupt you, things that it's like little hangups, little bumps in the road or whatever. Like to remind myself of times that I've always been pulled out of that. Like, and how it's teaching you like further strength, how it's teaching you about your own self, your own capability, and also the power of the divine. Like it's so many different lessons that you get. Any problem or anything that's thrown at you is just showing you strategy and it's showing you solution. It's showing you your power in the divine, your divine authority and power. And that's something that I feel like a lot of us have been working on. And I'm happy to see it. Like, as I say, like, I love to see it. I do. I love to see, like, empaths stand in their truth and in their power. Because a lot of empaths, I feel like, this is a side note, Rachel, if it's meant for you to take it, take it. I'm being led to say this right now. When it comes to, like, empaths and stuff, a lot of them growing up may have been silenced or told by their parents or, you know, whatever it was, let's say teachers, bullies in school, whatever, to kind of like keep their mouth closed, or they were always the shy ones, so they would get picked on for that. And growing up as adults, having to deal with gaslighting, having to deal with being pushed around and bullied around, and because empaths really don't want no smoke. They usually just want peace and harmony. That's the thing about it. They don't want no smoke with people. But fortunately, the ones that are the most meek and mild usually are the ones that will turn up real quick. So I like to see the fact that empaths are taking their power back, and not for their kindness to be taken or mistaken as weakness. My sister said something funny to me. She was like, "People think because you got a soft voice and all that you a punk." That. Just like I don't want no smoke, I don't like no drama. But if pushed enough, uh, mm, mm. But just as far as empaths go, honor yourself and speak your truth. It's an act of courage. It's an act of healing in itself. Even when you feel like you don't have the voice to speak sometimes, or just choosing your, it could be the littlest things. Like I had to learn it first with my family, like um, dealing with that a lot, in just like little ways and subtle ways. Be like telling them no, and honoring yourself in saying no, regardless if people like it or not. Um, Long story short, honor yourself. And when I say honor yourself, it's small little acts sometimes that really heal and really mean a lot. Um, be of love. Always keep your heart. Always be of your heart. Be always in love, but at the same time, don't take no shit. Don't. That's where it is, and that's where it's at. That's where it is, and that's where it's at. And divine feminine energy is rising up, and if people don't like it, oh well. Too much suppression in the feminine dynamic, and that we supposed to be soft, and we just supposed to take it, and we just supposed to take the beatings. No, 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 no. And shout out to real divine masculine energies out there that can stand beside a divine feminine in their power and honor that and respect that. It's only weak ass, pussy ass, coward ass that like to pick on women, that like to pick on those that they feel like is weaker, or docile, or bow them into submission because it makes them feel superior when they're actually the inferior. Alpha males don't act like bitches. Long story short, let's move on. Get back into the reading. All right, Miss Boo, I'm going to fix your timestamp. 64 is your timestamp. All right, let's get it. Okay, so so you have Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Worlds, the High Priestess, which is spelled incorrectly, and the Queen of Wands. So this situation, you're also a little bit conflicted and confused. You're not trusting your intuition. There's two High Priestesses in this deck, one that's spelled incorrectly and one that's spelled correct. I kept this one for different reasons, but the High Priestess in this instance, like spelled this way, to me is like you're not really trusting yourself. You might be a little bit conflicted about even where you stand with this person with the Nine of Swords. And I feel like it's connected to some type of shift or change that's happened with you and the other person that you just asked about. All right. So you have the World card and the Nine of Wands as well. So it's kind of like you're at a place, or you're at a point where, how do I explain it? You're overwhelmed by both places, and it's like your direction. I feel like you're trying to figure out whether or not to push forward in one direction or the other. Because the Nine of Wands is looking at the Nine of Swords. It's some type of conflict. Like she's contemplating her forward move and should she, but she's also considering something that she's conflicted about, if that makes sense. Queen of Wands. The ball is in your court in this situation, to be honest. Everything is in your hands. There's no kings here. There's no masculine energy here. It's all pointing the energies back to you. Then you have the World card. The World card, to me, I feel like there's something in regards to you overcoming something within yourself. It has nothing to do with these two people. They're just catalysts in some instance. And I'm also paying attention to this. The ribbons that are being ripped, it looks like she's breaking free of something. So then you see all of this, these different elements. You got all four elements here. There's harmony and that's balance within the self, though. So it's something that whatever this move that you're contemplating on making, it's more so for yourself. And when you do, you're breaking yourself free of some type of karmic cycle or something being repeated. It's not really talking about the person, but I'm going to pull these cards. And, of course, I'm going to pull how do they feel, so on and so forth. Clarify this. Integrity. Act in love. So you're being encouraged to act in integrity and in love. And I feel like it starts with self. Yes, consider all parties involved, but it starts with what's of your highest good. Let go of control. Let go of control issues. Let the universe take the wheel. Yep. So this is something that is in divine order of things. Let go of control issues is like trying to figure it out. You can't control this situation or that situation. You can only control yourself within the situation. Engagement. Someone is ready to take things to the next level. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Well, you know, with the world, once you reach that completion, you lead yourself into a new beginning. All right. Okay, Holy Spirit, how does this person in question feel that they will allow to be expressed or made known, that they feel comfortable with being made known? How does this person truly feel? How do they feel about Rachael in this situation? How does this person truly feel? No. I feel a strong conviction to tell you everything. I feel like you're hiding something. I feel like it's best to stay away right now. Okay. Same energies from the last one. Oh my goodness. It's like you're being pulled in two different energies. Like, how do I explain? If I feel it, it's like you're being stretched, like you're being pulled, and it kind of feels exhausting. So I feel a strong conviction to tell you everything. So I feel like this person is like really wanting to express their truth. This person feels like there's something that you're not telling them. I don't feel like it's necessarily like this person feels like you're hiding something like malicious or being sneaky. It's like a lot that's not being said. And I feel like you're mirroring each other in that sense. Like there's a lot that's not being expressed based off of how you both feel. I feel like it's best to stay away right now. So this person is still keeping their distance. That has not changed. I feel like that is the same message from last week to a certain extent. But the biggest thing that I'm getting is like this energy of you being pulled in two different energies. The only way to resolve this is you honoring and choosing what's best for you in the situation. Anything that is divinely connected to you, when you choose yourself, it's going to align with you regardless. And what does not is going to fall off or fall away, if that makes sense. It's just going to naturally be there. It's just going to naturally flow, if that makes sense. It's not going to be something that um, it's not going to be something that troubles you, if that makes sense. So once you choose yourself, everything else and all other things connected to you, whether it's for your highest good or not, it's going to align or it's not. Point blank, point period. What does this person want to say, though? We're not taking all those cards. You know, it wouldn't be a Rachael reading if cards weren't flying all around the table. That hasn't happened in a while. It wouldn't be a reading without it, without her, you know, cards flying. Oh, okay. Well, we already asked that question last week, didn't we? We already asked that question. We got our answer. Do you forgive me? And I ask around about you, mutual friends, psychics, etc. I'm getting more so that's like circle of people that y'all know, trying to fill your energy out. And there's some things that this person still wonders whether or not um, you forgave them. Hmm. I feel like in this person's truth, most definitely, they want to tell you how they feel about you. Granted, knowing this person's situation, that's not easy. Like, and it may not be the most integrous thing to do right now either. But I feel like in divine timing, you guys will get that clarity. But before we even get into all of that, let me go ahead and see what your advice is. Because that's a whole nother thing. Let's see. All right. Thank you. Emotions are running high. Yeah, it's a lot of different energies going on. And then look, I don't know if you can see these little lines, these white lines. It's like everyone involved, you guys are connected, and it's like these different strings of energy. Like everybody's kind of in their own bubble, and it feels kind of stressful. Um, Not only that, I'm getting two things from this card too. This person that you're asking about specifically, I feel like they have a lot of emotions. You have a lot of emotion, and it's almost like to the point where it's almost like there's no choice but to have it expressed. It's just kind of going to burst out of them, if that makes sense. And maybe the same for you. But I don't feel like this person can hold back their emotions anymore. Be bold and make the first move. This card came out for somebody else too, I think. You did come out as the Queen of Wands. And I feel like, again, this is based off of what you're going to do for yourself that really shifts things and makes a difference in the situation. It's not solely dependent upon these two people, if that makes sense. You'll know what to do. I feel like you got to face the Nine of Swords energy. You got to deal with whatever the stressful energies, or more so the fears or the worries or the insecurities you have, maybe surrounding, because it's like these two connections are tied into to you, and they're intertwined with each other, if that makes sense. One big clusterfuck. I hope that makes sense. Long story short, though, it goes back to you and what you choose for yourself. Again, anything that is divinely connected to you, it's going to align. Anything that is not of your highest good, when you choose what's best for you, it's going to naturally fall away, or you're going to be led to cut it off, one or the other. But at the end of the day, it's going to fall away. Okay. All right, I hope that was helpful. Long story short, as I always say, much love to you, sis. I hope this resonates. Let me know if that was helpful. Oh, shout out to you for recommending your friend. Um, yeah, she said you recommended her for the reading. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing me. All right, Caroline. Caroline. So, um, I want to make sure because I think you did ask an actual question, but really, the spread that you have is how do they feel about me? But I think you did say you asked a question. Let me double check. Let me just double check. Okay, confused about my feelings. Is our connection for the greatest good of all of concerned? Okay, got you. All right. Let's provide Caroline some clarity in regards to her person in question. Holy Spirit, I ask for divine wisdom, divine insight, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine truth. This is connection of the highest good for Caroline, the person, and anyone else that is divinely connected to them. Holy Spirit is this connection of the highest good of all parties involved. Got a lot of cards. I haven't seen this one in a minute. I like this card. It's like a female wizard. It's like a Merlin. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Coins, the Temperance. Damn, Judgment. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck too, Judgment. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and the Empress. It's this connection of the highest good of you and others involved. I feel like both of you, okay, so for you, the 7 of Pentacles is like you're waiting for this person. I feel like with work, with dedication on this person's end, like actually putting in the effort and work to push this connection, but not so much push it, because I feel like there's something that needs to be resolved or healed within the connection with the 3 of Swords or within the self. The Temperance is also here, so there's this peace energy. There's a healing quality to this connection. There is this, it's a possibility for this connection to resurrect one or both of you, or this connection to bring about some type of change or new, this sounds like, this is so extra, but this is what I'm getting. Because the Judgment card to me, if I'm looking at it in the biblical sense that it's usually depicted as, it's not in this card, but I'm referencing the original tarot Judgment card. How it's typically depicted is the book of Revelations, where all the dead is resurrected, and they're resurrected for judgment of how they live their life, whether they're in the book of life or not, whether they move to the new earth or whether they're damned to hell. And that sounds so like, but you get what I'm saying. So whether I feel like this connection has the ability to awaken things within the self that may be dormant, or parts of the self that may have died or lost its zest or zeal, whatever, or those connected to you, it may be also a positive force connected to them as well. I lost the people when I said that. I'm not saying literally be damned to hell, but y'all get the point. Like, come on now. Yeah. This connection has the ability to do that for the both of you and anyone connected. I feel like this connection actually does have the possibility to be something actually fruitful and abundant. It just requires work, though, on this person's end. Cannot be one-sided. The 7 of Pentacles is like this woman, she's waiting for the fruits of her labor. If this person is putting in the work and the effort into this connection, it will be fruitful. The only card that looks like an opposition is the 3 of Swords, but I'm getting something with mending and healing on the table, or with mending and healing, this connection, like I said, it can resurrect itself, or it can bring about new energies and be of a positive force and transformation to anyone that's around it. That, to me, is a divine connection. The effect of two people that come together that have that divine energy, they have the effect of positively shifting other people's lives in some type of way. Because like I said, if you think about the Judgment card, I keep going back to that card. Usually it's depicted with people rising up from the dead, the angel rising them up. There's angelic energy here. Temperance is usually depicted as an angel, but in this, it looks like a wizard, a woman that's a wizard, or a high priestess of some sort. You also have the ability to shift and change things in a divine way in this connection. You see the butterflies back here and these little orbs of light. That's divine assistance and help. I'm going to say that, yes, long story short, when it comes to your feelings, though, you do have to kind of step into your light as well. Um, your role in this, it seems like you have a major role in how this connection shifts the person. Not saying that excuses them from not putting in the work or the effort into the connection, but when it comes to you as the empress, as the divine feminine, you have a responsibility to nurture and bless anything that you touch by you being a blessing and nurturing aspect to yourself. Because if I'm no good to me, what good am I to anyone else, in a sense? I'm not enough of a service. I can't fully serve others if I'm not able to serve myself or be there for me. You know what I mean? I have to show up for myself first before I can show up for others fully. So yeah, I feel like, to answer your question, long story short, say yes, that this connection, I feel like, is in the high, has the ability to be a blessing. Just requires work, require you doing your diligence, and it's not based off of you feeling like I got to do everything on my own by myself. That's not what divine feminine energy is. It is a healthy balance between, being receptive, allowing things to be taken care of, but also at the same time know when to insert yourself, know when to create, knowing when to manifest, knowing when to put your love and your energy into things without overextending self, and also knowing how to take divine instructions from the higher power, because the Judgment card being here shows that this connection is being governed by a higher power, not solely off of your own will or your person's will alone, if that makes sense. My advice, and I'm going to pull a Moonology card, is these type of connections, you have to stay connected to divine spirit and your spiritual team to know how to handle, how to move in these connections. Because if you go off of your feelings and your emotions, oh, I just want it to be this, I want it to move now, or any little thing that happens that you're confused about or causes conflict, you don't have any divine understanding of it, it will cause you to waver. It's going to cause confusion. It's going to cause disappointment if you don't have understanding of what's going on in a divine way. All right, let's clarify this. Let go, or don't let your pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. So this is the ego, not allowing your ego to get in the way of this. We are in Leo season, so there's a healthy way to channel all zodiac energies. Leos in their shadow, they could be a little bit arrogant, a little bit of assholes, self-centered. But when they're in their highest form and energy, they are true regalness. They are full expression and authenticity of self, boldness of self, knowing who you are, that type of energy. Okay, I hope that resonates with you, Miss Caroline. I appreciate you as always. You always are very loving and kind and supportive. You've been rocking with me from the beginning. I appreciate you. I hope this blesses you. I really do. I hope this helps you. That was a long story short reading, but I hope you get the point. Sometimes these explanations to help get the picture, be like, girl, get to the point. And some people don't mind it. I hope we don't mind it. I hope it was helpful. Hopes to give you the clarity that, the confirmation that you need, the peace that you need, and as always, much love. Oh, y'all would deliver. I just seen a notification. Y'all would deliver my cards when I start my live. I wanted to read my cards. I'm waiting on my hoodoo ones, but I bought some other ones today, and they were supposed to come before 5 o'clock, but they didn't come before 5 o'clock, but it's all good. Probably wasn't meant to be. Y'all like these cards, or a few people done asked about these cards. They are beautiful. They kind of remind me of what's his name? Because I used him with the Shiro Marchetti deck yesterday. They have a similar feel. They're not as animated because his art is very, how do I say, it's very abstract, kind of animated, a little, it's kind of like a twisted fantasy type art. I don't know how to explain it. This one's a little more light, like more feminine-esque than the other deck, but they go together, like they resonated really well together. But this deck is, it's called the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, if anybody's interested. Okay, Miss Minah, she'll reading. Greetings to you, sis. How are you doing? This is your reading. Holy Spirit, please clear out all previous energies and messages. Like a dreamscape. Yeah, most of his decks have like this fantasy like quality to them. What is that deck called? He didn't make this deck. I think it's called the Circus Tarot or the Dream Circus, something like that. It has kind of a similar energy to Shira Marchetti's decks. Okay, Minah. What is Minah's connection? Some energy. It's a lot of cards, but these didn't want to go back. I'm gonna pull these, and I'm gonna put these to the side. Girl, let me whisper something in your ear. Looking ass card. This card always gets me. Like, it's so extra. Like, the merman. Like, girl, let me whisper in your ear. Like, he's doing too much. Look, the moon. Magician. Something's wrong with me. The 3 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Okay. Oh my God. The Oracle of Visions. The other deck, yeah. No, not that one, sis. I think it's called the Circus, the Tarot of Circus, or Circus Tarot Drink, something with circus. Circus. Okay, so you have 5 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Magician, the Moon, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. What I get from this is like this person, basically they messed up because you got the 5 of Swords with that snake. This person could have did something that you deemed as like not forgivable, but something that made you kind of turn your back from this connection. Something made you turn your back. So your person might be trying to figure out a way to get back, or get back in your good graces rather, because this to me is like some old, like, let me whisper in your ear, like trying to, you know, smooth talk. The Moon card though, her head is turned the other way. Like she's not trying to hear it. Use your discernment. Yeah, use your discernment. When it comes to this person's intentions, because I'm thinking this person might have did something out of their ego, or you guys might have had a falling out or something due to the fact that this person chose to kind of operate in a lower space. There might have been some words exchanged, or it just left some mental conflict in the end. But now with the Magician, it's like this person's trying to figure out, like, what way can I either get back in good graces or get her back, or something with getting back in. That's what I'm picking up from this. Because you're being led to choose how you look at this, but also you're being most definitely guided to listen to your intuition and feel whether or not this person is coming from a sound place, or are they being honest, are they being straightforward, or are they being manipulative, sneaky, deceptive, just talking a good game for just to keep you know how that is sometimes. Yeah, I would check that. Let's see what the rest of the cards. I might not go too much into them, but I just want to look at these cards, see what came out. You got the Star, got the 7 of Pentacles, a lot. So is she, Queen of Wands. sex. I not mean to say sex. Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So it's kind of like picking yourself back up and realigning with yourself after a disappointment. And I say this all the time. Somebody that did you wrong, they always come back. It's like something with exes. Like when they sense that you're like doing good, it's like this glow up and it's like this magnet for bullshit. Like, hey, you know I miss you. Blah blah blah. You don't remember? Like, no, I don't remember the time. Like, Michael, I just don't. Like, no, bye. Take care. Be gone. It's kind of like that type of energy. But it's up to you to discern whether or not. Because sometimes the magician to me, he give me a bad vibe. Like a vine. Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. When I see the magician, I don't necessarily always like it. Like sometimes he gives me an awkward energy. And it like it be the cards around in him. Just like, you up to you up to something. And even more so than that, like you trying to throw out illusions and deceptions is like, nah, like I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, sometimes the magician just rubs me the wrong way. And in this instance, he rubbing me the wrong way. Not Avant. Every time I see you, I get a bad vibe. It's kind of like good witch, bad witch, or good magician, bad magician. Like people that use their abilities and their skills for the harm of others. It's like that, or just like for some sneaky shit. Like you know what you're doing. Like you got no business doing that. It's that type of energy. How does this person feel though? I feel fed up at the moment. Gotta do something. I feel fearful and unsafe in love. Okay, just gonna flop out of my hand like that. I feel divinely convicted to honor our union. Some of these cards are in reverse. I feel like this person doesn't want to show you that they're kind of sweating a little bit. You're welcome, Alexis. You're welcome, boo. Most welcome to you. All right. Yeah, yes. So these cards came out in reverse. I feel like your person is trying to hide the fact that they're, okay. It says, I feel fearful and unsafe in love. So there's still some reservations surrounding being fully vulnerable and open. That's how I feel about that card sometimes. Or, this person is kind of fearful surrounding this connection, as far as where they're at with you and if you're open to them in the way that you once were. Now, this, I feel divinely convicted to honor a union. They might feel that. I hope that they do actually honor what they're being divinely guided to do and not trying to steer this in a trickery, but it feels like they are. I'm not gonna lie. Man, it's like, can I be mad at him or... Because it's kind of like, that might be the little magician energy. You know, it's like that puppy dog. Like, oh, see, he trying. But something is just still a little off. I don't know about it. Okay, let's see. What do you want to say? That you will truthfully and honestly... Yeah, thank you. No, someone is in denial here. I feel like this person wants to show you, like, nah, like... Let me pull one more. I'm not sure what I want right now. Yeah, okay. So I feel like your person's going to try to be like, no, wait, like, let me explain type of energy. I didn't know any better. I didn't know what I wanted at the time. They still kind of don't, to be honest. It's kind of like rushing in before it's time or before you're fully ready. So it's kind of like, let me think of something. Like I said, I'm really torn between this person really being genuine in their fuckery, or is it like they know that they need to come better, but they're like trying to use an excuse of like, I didn't know better. It feels one of those ways. any of my intuitive sisters that can feel like the energy of what I'm putting down, because I can see through bullshit like a mile away. So I'm trying to really figure out whether or not this person is genuine or they're bluffing. But that's why Spirit said with the moon card, I was picking up, you got to trust your own intuition with this. In spite of the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is like, yeah, it's a feeling, it's a mutual energy, but it's also a chemistry. It's a love vibe, it's an exchange. But can you discern past the sweet little nothings? That word nothings. Is it something or like, you got to discern between the two. Like, damn. Sometimes they be like, oh, this is everything I wanted and everything I want this person to say, but they still on playground time, like recess. Like, no, we don't have time for all of that. Yeah, it's just that magician, he threw me off. Because it's like you see the magician card and you have like a certain, this is manifesting, oh, this somebody's trying to do. And then you kind of look around the energy and you're like, oh no, this ain't the good energy of the magician. He's trying to be sneaky. All right. Thank you for your love and guidance, truth and clarity, Holy Spirit. What is the advice for Minah? Okay, it's time to release negativity and don't let pride get in the way. So the advice in the situation for you is, don't hold grudges, or if it's something that's unresolved in regards to the connection, like what within the situation with self is it causing a negative reaction, let's say, or this feeling of whether it's resentment, whether it's confusion, whether it's fear, whatever the negative, as they say, negative energy, whatever that lower vibrational energy is, deal with that, deal with releasing that, and don't allow the pride to get in the way. Because let's say even if this person was to be genuine, or they're not being genuine with you all the way, and their actions, how you handle it is everything, if that makes sense. If you're in your pride, you're not going to be able to see things in the divine way. You're not going to be able to feel into the energies accurately if you're in your emotions, or you're still looking at it from a sense of a grudge, or you're looking at it from a sense of resentment, or fear, or what if, or codependency. I'm just using different words that if it resonates, it resonates. But if not, apply the energies as it resonates to you. Or whatever it is that you're dealing with, like where this makes sense, to not have the ego aspect of you block out your intuitive guidance, to where you're not able to see what's really going on, or you're caught up in your emotions. Because let's use this as an example. Let's say this person is really being genuine in what he's saying or his intentions. He's being completely transparent with you. But if you're looking at it from a lens of, oh, this motherfucker did this in the past and blah, 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 or whatever, you're not going to feel the genuineness of it, because that block is there. Or let's say the person is being on some funny stuff, but if you haven't released, let's say, the energy of codependency or the lack of trust within yourself, you're going to have a hard time discerning where this person is really coming from, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if it did, if it needs some clarification or not. So I'm going to move on to my sis Briana. Okay. Well, sis, you didn't really necessarily leave a person, so I'm assuming you just want an overall view and general guidance of your love life. All right. Yeah, do. Oh, you did? Okay. Oh, you didn't got to put his name, sis. Like, you didn't got to do that. That's an interesting name. I'm not gonna know how to pronounce that, but it's kind of cute. All right, thank you, Spirit. Is it Licky Boo? Licky Boo? I'm just like, I don't know how to pronounce it. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine guidance. Please clear out all previous energies. I ask for permission to tap into Briana and the person in question. The energy surrounding this connection. Alright. Like yo bow, like why bow, like why bow, or bow. Like bow wow? Okay, I'm confused. Like why bow? Girl, I don't know how to say it. Gonna make humor of it because I just don't know how to say it. Can I call him Licky, please? Can I call him Licky? No, I'm just kidding. Not Silk. Let me. Oh, and then these look like little. Never mind. Anyway, King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, Temperance. Lord, please don't let this be another counterfeit. The Fool. Okay. So you have the King of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Temperance, and the Fool. Okay. This person might be very passionate towards you, or you might feel like this person's kind of moving fast, or is like a strong energy towards you. Probably. With the Five of Cups, I feel like this is you wondering if this is something you should anticipate not going well, perhaps. With the Temperance card and the Fool, I feel like with the Temperance, she's not giving me like the typical angelic card. She's more like a wizard or sorceress type of energy, or like a earth witch. I'm getting more so than anything. Spirit wants you to remind yourself of your power and where you're at with yourself. Not giving way to this Five of Cups energy, or the potential of, oh, what if this happens? Like, don't play into that energy so much. That card to me, like, now that the more and more that I work with the cards, the Five of Cups doesn't always immediately mean something negative for me. It's kind of like a silver lining card. Like, yeah, these other cups may have not worked out in the past, or there was some disappointments, but there's still two cups that stand. There's still something that's for me, or that's meant for me. So it's always something to keep in mind regardless of the situation. Like, if something doesn't work out, there's always something better that suits me, is the type of energy, rather than dwelling on what was in the past. So with the Fool card, I do get like this person is meant to break you out of maybe the seriousness of love, kind of like it kind of pushing you to flow with the energy. And it might be something that you got to keep up with, because that Eight of Wands is like, it's fast, it's a lot going on, it's a lot of passion. Or maybe this person might be coming on a little strong in a sense, and you might be a little turned off by that, or a little confused, or just a little worried about it, one or the other. I've been forgetting to pull these cards. Y'all forgive me if I forgot to pull the shout cards in some of y'all readings. My apologies, I forgot about these. Yeah, this person I feel like is meant to realign you, or bring in some type of balance, kind of bringing the lighthearted energy in a sense, not being too critical, if that makes sense. Don't be too critical, whether that's towards yourself and or towards this person. So the Balance card came out, inner harmony, equilibrium, pregnancy, growth, and expansion. Take that as you will, but I feel like this is more so like growth within self, or this connection has the ability or the capacity to help you grow and expand within yourself, and you help this person as well. So the person really, I feel like, is really feeling you with the awe card, reverence, wonder, amazement, hence the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Like, that's like a strong passion. It's like a strong emotion or feeling, or this person has no problem with showing their interest, if not expressing their emotions. So you have inspiration. You are a muse to someone. Yeah, this person really is feeling you. Someone wants to express themselves romantically. I feel like they already do. And for you, it might throw you off. Maybe you wonder if this person is being genuine or not. It's like the big daddy of the sea, the king of cups. He reminds me of Little Mermaid's dad. Like, um, I'm not getting nothing bad from him. Like, oh, I wouldn't trust this eight of wands. Although it's a lot of peen, this looks like, no disrespect, y'all. I'm not trying to make this 18 plus, but you know where I'm getting at. It looks like that to me. Okay, so like, let's see how this person feels. Let me know if this is resonating so far, sis. All right, let's see. No. How does this person feel? The person that I can't pronounce his name. The man that I can't pronounce the name. How does he feel? How does he feel? Is she? I feel stuck in a situation I know doesn't serve me. I feel inspired to grow as a new person. Like, you might be helping this person kind of like find their own ground and their own expansion out of, so like maybe meeting this person when you first met this person, or even maybe yet and still, like, you're helping this person come out of something challenging, or just by knowing you, like, you're inspiring this person to level up or grow past wherever they're at right now. But this person does have a hard time reading you, and that would make sense more so if you're quite skeptical about this person, or you're not fully as open as they are towards you, maybe, or it's giving off an impression that you are not as interested or something like that. And then I feel inspired to grow as a new person kind of goes into what I was saying about this card. Like, this person might have been stuck, or they could still be in the middle of something, an environment or a lifestyle, or around certain people or things that aren't for their highest good. And I feel like you're helping them grow past that. So let me see what they want to say. What's this person that I can't pronounce? The man's name, the homeboy that I can't pronounce his name. Likey boy, licky bow, bow wow. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I asked for permission to tap into what his truth is that he will allow to come through. Thank you. Okay, I'm focusing on myself. Came out in reverse. Well, probably some of these cards gonna be in reverse. I feel it's attempting to replace it with something else. Oh, okay. All right. So I do feel like it's true that this person does focus on themselves. It's like this person is inspired to level up, but in some type of way, maybe this person at some point, or maybe you guys just both of y'all kept your options open, or you guys keeping your options open right now, whatever the case is. They might have tried to like see if they could find the same vibe in other people, or kind of look for similar energy, but it wasn't quite the same. And yeah, this person's really, really attracted to you. Like, I just keep going. It's not funny. No, it is funny. I keep going back to this because this is just like, this is just a lot. Like, this, it's just too much. That would be an interesting dream to have. Like, that sounds so nasty. That would be an interesting dream. Like, a whole bunch of pieces everywhere. Something is wrong with me. No, that's really weird. Anyway, I keep seeing that card. Like, I keep looking at it. So this person's really sexually attracted to you. But I feel like they might have a lot of, like, desire to express themselves, or you make them want to express themselves in ways that maybe they're not used to. Like, but this is what I'm getting. Let's pull a Moonology card. Oh, my God. I gotta put that card up. I don't want to see it anymore. Like, it's gotta go. All right. Bo. Okay. Hey, sis, Briana. Rachel, my bad. Rachel, the reading is helpful. Describe how I felt today. I'm confused about. Okay. Yeah. Don't rush your process, but I'm glad it resonated, though. And you're welcome. All right. What's Brianna's advice? Likey Bo. What is that? Like, what language is that? Yes, your best friend. She hit me up and she was like, "Yeah, I don't want to, give away," but she was like, basically, I'm Rachel's friend, and she suggested me to you and all that. So I'm like, oh, okay, alrighty. Let's see. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so you have full moon in Libra. I feel like this person has good intentions with you. They might be still growing through their process of wherever they're at. So there might be little traits here and there you might see, like, oh, I don't know about it, but I'm not getting like this person is actively doing things out to get you, out to harm you, whatever. I actually feel like they could be good to balance you out a little bit, to open you up more to trust in um, men and their motives a little bit. Like, I don't know why I said motives, but like helping you to trust more. Like, it's to lighten your energy up. And also, you're helping this person, I feel like, to mature in certain ways, or helping them to, I don't know if y'all talk about spiritual things, or you've helped him, or you gave him a reading or something that inspired this person or clicked for them. But spirit, with the look at the bigger picture, is kind of like be open to explore. Um, yeah. Look at the bigger picture. With the Sagittarius full moon and Sag, when I think of Sag, I think of like that lighthearted energy, that playful energy, but it's also open to learn, open to explore different things, different sides. Like, it's not linear, it's not just stationed in one energy or one perspective or way of doing or living. So spirit is wanting you to be open this season a little bit, not open in a naive space, but open in like a yeah, I trust spirit. I trust like all is well. I'm not gonna, harp on things. I'm not gonna be too critical, not too judgmental, but I am gonna pay attention because you have wisdom. You have more wisdom than you think you have. So apply that, but also don't allow it to be a heavy weight on you, if that makes sense. Because you're still learning and exploring even as you go, but like make light of it, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting from this. Okay. And this person don't it ain't gotta be nothing serious. If you don't want it to be anything serious, like enjoy the time and the energy with the person and what you're learning from it. Because this pink, all this pink energy was like kind of purplish, but I'm getting like self-love energy, and like this is for me to enjoy myself. This is me learning different things about different people, different, like I get to fill out what I want. That's what I'm getting from this. All right. Okie doke. Let me know, sis. Okay, so let me see. KV. Okay, please, please. Your question was about this specific person. Let me see. I think you sent me. Let me see. That's Sandy. Where you at? Where is KV? Okay, your question was insight on this connection with this person. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, thank you for your divine wisdom. energy in this connection. Seek energy in this connection. All right. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Tower. Okay.
Let me know, man. Let me know.
All right. So you and this person, there's, okay, I'm getting, before I say that, let me make sure before I say that, Spirit. The Ace of Pentacles, to me, there's some type of established connection that you and this person have where I feel like it has potential. It has, I don't want to say promise, but it holds a potential promise of something long term. Or that's how it started off between the two of you. Like it was some type of promise. It was a connection. Like you both felt it. You both felt the potential of what it could be. It almost kind of felt like it was a thing before it was actually a thing, or before it could ever really reach being a thing, if that makes sense. Then you have the Tower. Something might have kind of fell apart before it even happened. Like I said, I feel like it was some type of potential energy. Something didn't happen. Something did not get off the ground between you and this person. Let me clarify what this. Holy Spirit. You might be wondering if all of this was real. I'm going to put these cards back because I feel like I'm picking up on your energy. You might be wondering if any of this was really real between the two of you, like the connection that you guys had. And you might be wondering if there's anything that's ever going to come out of it. Spirit saying pay attention to your thoughts. Like if your mind is in overdrive, overanalyzing, thinking too much about it, stressed out, thinking negatively, you're not going to get much peace or clarity out of that. I'm going to reshuffle these cards though. What's the energy surrounding this connection, Spirit? This card came out again. These cards came out again. Okay. So I guess that's like, that's what it be. All right. So you have intuition, fireworks. There's intense chemistry here. Humiliation, shame, stress, reunion, affection, acknowledgement. So if you think that this person didn't feel, hey Sandy, if you think that this person did not feel the same as you, that's not what I'm getting, because it was a mutual exchange. You might feel like because of the potential and it just didn't happen, or whatever happened in between the two of you cancels out the initial connection. It does not. So affection, someone wants to give you physical attention. I feel like this person wants to establish something with you, or they want to reunite, if it be that you and this person are not in each other's lives right now, or there's a distance, maybe you guys still communicate or not, or if you and this person do have some type of rapport, it's like they want more out of it though. So I feel like you and this person, like I said, it was a genuine connection. Like these two people looking into each other's eyes, there's divine energy here. Both of you felt the initial connection. Something happened to where it didn't like take off though, and then the fireworks. So this could have been something that happened quite quickly. There were sparks. I feel like there was like a soulmate recognition or something between you and this person. Spirit is saying to listen to your intuition above this anxiety, like this denial, like, oh no, maybe I was just tripping. Maybe, like, no. I feel like it was something. Now, I wouldn't hang too much on the past. Like sometimes we can romanticize it in a sense to make it all make sense or to give us hope, but just realize, feel into the energy, recognize, acknowledge it, and be grounded in that. But I don't feel like Spirit wants you to harp or to feel a sense of shame because of what took place or what isn't taking place. Let's see, what can you expect from this situation? Moonology cards. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for your divine wisdom. See? Don't let the past hold you back. So like whatever transpired in the past, it had to happen the way that it did. However it transpired. Because I was getting like, don't romanticize past, like what happened to you, like, or what you thought should have happened, or why it happens. In a sense that it keeps you restricted or stuck or over analyzing, because right here in the now, again, like, know that there was something between the two of you. You're not tripping, you're not crazy, but the only thing though, balance, spiritual, and practical. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So when we have connections with people, it's very easy to go to the dark side of it, or, you can stay on the light side. It can either torment you in a sense of like, oh, why is this happening? God, why is this like blah, 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 or spirit, whatever, universe, why, blah, blah, blah. Instead of doing that, it's like, okay, well, what is this shit showing me right now? Like, what am I supposed to take from this situation or this connection? Um, Rather than jumping the gun and like getting all up in your head and beating yourself up and like, oh, I'm crazy and all, like, it's not the case. Um, ask spirit to show you why certain things are still taking place, or maybe the connection, like what was it, or what you want me to do with it in the now, like what was the premise of it, whatever. um that's more so what spirit is wanting you to focus on. The past is somehow like a block, if that makes sense, or focusing on it too much in a sense is not getting you much clarity, or it's not getting you anywhere, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm getting from that. This song is in my head. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Miss Chris, baby. I hope that was helpful. All right. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, no wonder my baby was home, because I'm like, I know she had to go to her meet the teacher thing. Like, what the hell? Like, it's 9 o'clock already. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. It's alive. Okay. Sandy, greetings. This is your reading. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Shout out to you. All right. It do. It's like, it doesn't even feel like it's 9 o'clock. That's what's weird. But the days are longer during summer. It'd be like 8 something, 8:30, and the sun is still out a little bit. Or sunset's just happening. So I be forgetting. It's not that way. I want to go to a water park. We gonna have to hit a water park. If it doesn't rain, it's been raining off and on for like a week. Almost a week and a half. Sandy. energy. Clear out all previous energy. Holy Spirit, I thank you for your divine wisdom, your divine light, your divine light, your divine wisdom. What is the guidance you have for standing in the connection? I was so happy to see this card. There's something about this card I just love. I don't know what it is. It's just like this angel, just like he or she. I like the fact that it's androgynous, which angels typically they really actually are androgynous. They don't really have a gender. They might have more masculine energies than others, you know, but they're androgynous. But it's just like the energy. I don't know if it's the symbols in the back. The energy in it is just like divine order, divine power. Like, bitch, we ain't playing back here. Regardless of the color of the angel, we ain't gonna get into all that. But the energy behind the card. We have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands. Is it gonna be a Wands fest? A stick fest? No, I'm just playing. Six of Pentacles, stop. No bueno. The Lovers. Yes, it is. It's in a few cards. I think it's in the Aces. Some of the majors, it's there. Okay. I heard something with karma or karmic justice, because Six of Pentacles, the scales of my yacht. I feel like your person is in some type of way being guided to be mindful of who they're giving their energy to and how or what they're giving. So for this instance, like, there's three hands out. And this person in the card is pointing only towards one hand. If this is a type of person, this is a player type. I don't know if this is that type of person or they've been keeping their options open or something like that. They're, I feel like, making a decision or a choice based off of who's divinely best. That Page of Wands is like young, youthful energy, a little fresh, you know, a little fresh youngin type of energy. So this person might be either they've taken the Ace of Wands energy, they've taken the divine inspiration, the divine spark, the divine push in some way, and they're taking action with that wand. This is a warrior spirit energy. So this is somebody that I feel like is serious or taking something serious that they've been prompted to do or what they are prompted to act upon or feel, whatever. The Lovers card being here, there's some temptations. I don't usually see it like this. You see these apples, you know how they talk about Adam and Eve and stuff, and how Eve was this, you know, this heifer that just fucked everything up for humanity by eating this damn apple, this fruit off the tree, because she just wanted to know so damn much, right? Like women, as if we don't already have intuition, right? Anyway, she, I feel like there's something with temptation. Something with temptation in this person's life. Either they got to make a decision whether they're going to honor something that is a divine blessing, what they do with it. Because if you think about the story of Adam and Eve, Adam was given dominion over the garden, over the animals, and all of that. And then he was given a wife so he can have companionship. So it's like, it's kind of like responsibility and what you do with that responsibility that you're given. Are you going to be swayed by temptation around you? Or are you going to stick to, you know, being responsible? So I feel like this person is learning something about this, and it's in relations to you. I hope this is making sense. I'm trying to put this all together. I'm trying to put two and two together. I'm trying to make it make sense. So you have the Judgment card to me. is that card of awakening to the next level of your cycle, or how much have you learned at this point. And sometimes it's going to show us past things. It's going to rise and resurrect dead things or the past or our skeletons for us to deal with. And how we handle these things is like a judgment into whether or not we're moving forward in the next journey of our life, or we're going to stay in this energy, which, let's say, as they say, the new earth. When you're, as they say in the book of Revelations, the dead will be arisen, and those that live on the earth to see it, or blah blah blah, not blah blah blah. Excuse me, paraphrasing, but your name is in the book of life, or is your name in, to be judged and be, condemned to hell, right? Hell being the intertwinement of not making the proper judgment, maybe not fixing or correcting things in the way that you were led to, or not releasing and letting go of the past, because if you can't let go of the past, you might as well be stuck. Spirit is showing me, whose wife was that? It was in, what, I think it was the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the family that was being led out of Sodom, oh my God, I can't even talk. Sodom and Gomorrah. Why can't I talk? I almost want to say Saul, but I don't think it was Saul. Maybe it was. Whoever's wife, Lot. It was Lot's wife. Her, I was about to say her ass, but her, little disobedient self, was told not to look back at that toe up, dysfunctional place, this dysfunctional, disgusting, vile city that they were being led out of. And she gonna look back. And she looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. So it's like when you dwell in the past, and salt, to me, I'm gonna use in a reference of bitterness. Someone that's salty. She's salty. He's salty. Salty. This person, let's say for instance, still has some stuff that they have to address or deal with within themselves, and they don't. So therefore they keep themselves captive in that same timeline, that same energy, and they don't allow themselves to live in the new for themselves, because they looked back and they stayed where they were, right? Or they chose to. This person is being guided to decide or make some decisions about what is it that's really, and be honorable about it, and be responsible in their choices and decisions about their life and the people in their life. That's what I'm getting from this. Long story short, that took like forever to get that out. Oh yeah, you told me. We love a Gemini. I really do. I love Geminis. Like I do. One of my my most favorite people, I should say, are Gemini people. But it's a little side. They're almost like the Libras too. Libra people, they got that little side to them. That little. It can go either way. And Sagittarius too. Sag give me that vibe sometimes a little bit. Saggy people. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Really. Oh my goodness. That just makes it all clear as to why this person is. Well, the Gemini card is here. The Lovers. Ego. Don't we know it? Wearing a false self mask. So it's like your person's being guided to drop whatever it speaks to the ego self, whatever it speaks to the false aspect of self. They're being called to be like a child. The Page of Wands. Child in the sense of being pure in their form, open. Then you got balance, which is inner harmony, energetic equilibrium, pregnancy, growth, and expansion. So it's more so about the growth and the expansion part that stood out to me, not the pregnancy aspect, but giving birth to a new aspect of themselves. So this person is learning something about energetic balance. So let's say this person goes, oh, and this card kind of looks like a friend of mine that happens to be a Libra. Sometimes I hope like none of my family and my friends be watching my reading sometimes, because they will be used as example, and I do my best to respect them and not tell all their business, but like spirit sometimes shows me things, so I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Like with this particular friend, like I noticed something with him, like certain people that he's around, he'll be uh, a certain way, like not necessarily fake, but it's almost like an alter ego that he's created that people love and adore. Like they like that. That is, in essence, it is a side of him, but it's not who he truly is. I mean, to an extent, like it's not his highest self, if that makes sense. And then I noticed like him being more authentic when he's around certain people, or let's say me, for instance, like it's not the same energy. Um, so it's kind of like he puts on a facade or a front. So it's like you got to choose how you're going to walk in your energy, whether you're going to feed and appease that mask, that false self, that ego, and the people that resonate with it, or are you going to choose to honor the higher aspect of yourself, a persona? Yes. Um, yeah. The person has a decision to make, because the newer aspect of self is more like the pure essence, the child self. And when I say child self, I don't mean like immature or necessarily the child that they remember as being a child, but more so like the pure aspect of themselves, the purest form of their expression before, they created, the little fake persona. So let's see how this person feels about you. Your reading is going to be a little lengthy, but it's okay. The last ones seem to always be the ones that, and I feel like that's by divine design. Like the last ones are just like, this is going to be the storybook ones. This is going to be story time. Let's see. I don't mind it. It's whatever, however it divinely flows. This is just what it is. This is how it's going to be. All right. How does this person feel about Sandy at this time? How does he feel? How does he feel? They're stubborn. Oh no. Alright. Alright. Damn, they got lots. We ain't doing that. Like they think they be running the show. Like, no. No, 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 no. Okay. I feel like you're trying to control me. I feel without a doubt you are my one. I feel inadequate, like I need to level up. Um, let's see. I feel inadequate. Okay. I feel like I'm close to breaking due to negativity. All right. Okay. So how this person feels about you, um, with the Lovers card being here, it does make sense why this person would feel like, okay, maybe this person is the one, because the Lovers card represents counterparts. It's a divine connection, but it's more so like the mirror of your soul. So whenever you choose yourself, in essence, you're choosing your one. I feel like you reflect to this person their authentic self, and that's what they're feeling. The truth is, your person, they don't feel like they're good enough, and it's not so much just solely like they don't feel good enough for you only. I feel like this person just doesn't feel good enough, and maybe that's part of the reason why they walked around with this mask. Um, but this person does want to grow, though. They know that they need to surpass where they're at. And remember how I was saying, like, that Ace of Wands was the divine spark, the initiative that the Page of Wands took on. The Page of Wands, okay, said, okay, this is something I'm being prompted and divinely guided to do, and I'm going to stand in that. That's what I'm getting from that. So this person may have a lot. I don't feel like this person is necessarily breaking down due to negativity. I feel like this person is going through a breakthrough and they're having to release negativity or release patterns that don't serve them. I feel like you're trying to control me. Maybe initially this person did feel like you wanted them to be something they were not, but I feel like the more and more this person sees the truth of themselves, they're able to see two sides. This is interesting. Like, this reading is really interesting. This might be a personal reading for my friend. Like, this sounds like him. Like, he's not a Gemini, he's a Libra. And I know the Six of Pentacles is actually a Taurus card, but that scale makes me think of Libra. And like I said, that look like him. And he's stubborn too. Like, he can't tell him nothing. It is what it is. People, and it's not us up for us to like force people to change. Like, sometimes people are just meant to be catalysts and like show you, and how we deal with it is everything. Like, people have to make their own choices and decisions at the end of the day. Let's see, what does this person want to tell you? All right. This person want to tell Cindy that he will allow, his higher self will allow to come through. All right. Really, like, these cards. How many cards are these? Okay, I'm not going to discriminate. It's okay. We both have to work on ourselves, try to come out in reverse. You need to choose what you truly want. I feel like they're telling themselves this. I feel like this person's telling themselves this, or they know this about themselves. If there was someone else, you would definitely know. I'm very stuck in my way. No fucking duh. Like, we see that, sir. I like the transparency, though. Yeah, okay, so it says, I didn't expect you to have such an impact in my life. Yeah. Let's go back to this card again. Like, let's kind of take the romantic aspect out of it and just look at it as a spiritual encounter. So it's like, in your journey, you'll come across people or things that speak to the part of your soul. What I get is, like, one aspect represents the spiritual, the feminine energy representing the spirit, the soul, the masculine energy representing the physical, representing the flesh, right? The conscious self. Or in its shadow, let's say it's the ego. This other person is mirroring back to them whatever the energy is that they're operating in, but slightly at some point, when the feminine, if it's a feminine that's in their divinity, they're going to mirror the divinity within that person, whether they're going to accept what they're seeing, or they're going to look at it in the sense of, oh, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve this, or it's too much, or maybe it's not meant for me to have, or to be, or to walk this path. It's like, it's a choice. That's why they call the Lover's card a choice. They say it's a choice between lovers, and yes, sometimes it might be that, because there's the temptation in the garden, and then there's the divine energy and the connection that dwells. So also, sometimes the feminine in the traditional tarot, you'll notice she's looking up at the angel in the sky, and the masculine energy is looking towards her. So the feminine is connected to the higher energy, because they are the root, they're the soil, they are the earth energy, their mother, the womb, they are the divine portal, they represent the subconscious. The masculine looking towards them is the feminine is looking up towards the angel, and the angel being connected to the source, God, all. So it's kind of like you being in that divine energy automatically is going to inspire or spark this person. However they deal or walk in that energy is their choice. All right. So you need to take accountability in reverse. This person may realize that they're not taking accountability for themselves or the situation, or they haven't. So I'm falling for you I feel like this person is admitting to themselves how they feel about you more, I should say. Do you forgive me? We don't need to explain that, because I feel like this person is kind of put you in a little roller coaster. I ask around about you. I'm gonna clarify that. Your reading is long. It's okay, because I guess it's got to get okay. Nine of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress. They might have consulted like a feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a psychic, but just somebody that, oh no, we all argue about the same stuff. He always got to move around like he can't stay. That's like, I'm not trying to put no labels on Jimmy's. I promise. I'm not trying to put no labels on y'all, but y'all like that. Saggies, I like that too. But no, like that sounds like my friend too. Like that nigga can't sit still. Anyway, the Empress, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. I feel like this person might have consulted like some type of like feminine that's like maybe older, or a mother like energy, or someone that just has wise counsel. Yeah. Because I feel like they don't have clarity about what to do with this connection with the Nine of Swords. So I don't feel like it's necessarily like a psychic or something, or maybe not even a mutual friend. Maybe you know of this person, but maybe you guys are not cool or friends or anything like that, but you might know this person. It seems like if it's not their mother, because it's got the Empress and the Fishes, if it's not their mother, it's someone that has nurturing mother-like qualities, excuse me, that they've talked to or try to seek some type of clarity about this. All right, let's pull some Moonology, and that will conclude your reading. Spirit, I only hear your voice. I hear you loud, and I hear you clear. My angels, the archangels, I hear you clear. Thank you. All right. Sandy, what is her guidance and advice? What should she also expect potentially from the situation? What can she potentially expect? What can she potentially expect? Look. This one. Okay, and that one. Okay. So you have don't let pride get in the way and bring love into the situation. All right. So if this person has been in their pride, like I'm feeling like it's subsiding. So any like challenges that you and this person had, I do feel eventually this person's gonna choose to like, okay, let me be humble a little bit. Cause I get the only reason why, and if I bet you anything, like if you can account and go back to every point of this connection where you had like issues with each other, it was most likely because either this person was in their ego and they were kind of like mirroring, or you were mirroring back their ego to them. um let's say for instance, okay, this person's acting in their ego, they're being in their false mask, and it frustrates you, so you get in your ego and you just start doing the same thing. Then you guys get nowhere. But I bet you anything, like anytime that you guys had oppositions, it was because they were in that energy. So at some point I feel like this person is going to like shift out of that. Then it says bring love into the situation. So I feel like this person is going to do things in a different manner, different way. You have full moon in Leo. When's the next? I think, yeah, the next full moon should be in Leo, right? Or is new moons? I can't remember. No, I think new moons are in there when, yeah, the new moons are in their zodiac sign. I think the full moons are not in the zodiac season sign, if that makes sense. So it might actually be something with a new moon, maybe. I don't want to do the time thing unless that's what spirit is really saying, but I feel like it's something surrounding this Leo season. Because it's like, again, Leos in their shadow, they're very egotistical, very prideful, very self centered, very, just doing the most. And then when they're in their highest self, then that's when they're, the likable person. They're funny, they're their authentic self. They're raw, they're real, they know who they are, they're confident. Like that type of energy rubs off. So if this person can choose and decide, okay, I'm going to walk in this energy rather than walk in that other energy, and be more in their heart center and choose heart over ego, over the mask, then you guys will have some type of peace in the situation. Things will flow better. Hopefully that makes sense. Lionsgate, probably his mama. He talked to her about everything. Probably. Mommy energy. Lionsgate is active and building up. Yes, that makes sense. The infinity. So whether it's infinites of love or you just gonna be stuck in the karmic cycle of fuckery, you gotta decide. But it seems like your person, they seem like they're moving in the direction of honoring themselves. Like um, something kind of tapped this person. And with that judgment card, we can't go wrong with judgment because judgment is like the angels don't play. I love Archangel Uriel. That's my boo, my angelic dear friend, Archangel Uriel. And they, how they be depicting these angels, these like little softies. But Archangel Uriel, they said like his presence, his presence is really really powerful to where it might terrify you. They depict him as like being as almost like a bottomless pit, but he's not a bottomless pit like of evil, but he can like scare you. But what he does is he brings you to a place of repentance, and repentance not in a like with church like, oh, you're gonna be damned to hell, like repentance in the sense of turning yourself away from that which blocks you, which binds you, that puts you in your own, your own spiritual hell, your own mental hell, emotional hell, whatever. Putting you in that space, like he helps to free you of that. It's an energy also of forgiveness and relief and karma clearing as well. Archangel Uriel is very powerful. Um, but yeah, that angel, I'm not sure who the angel is in the judgment card. The tarot community will tell you it's this angel and that angel. I don't really care. It's powerful energy and it calls you to awaken, to resurrect, to turn around, to change, deal with your past, or if you're just going to continue to, not. Um, is your heart light as a feather or is it heavy? Because if it's heavy, um, it's not a good thing. If your energy is light, you're not carrying anything in your heart. You're not holding any grudges. You're not allowing the past to restrict you. You're not holding yourself in imprisonment for your past mistakes or this, and that. Because once you free yourself, you make peace of that. You're light. You don't have that weight anymore. You're not carrying the baggage anymore. So I feel like your person is in that energy where they're dealing with themselves in different ways. So I hope that your person does, have that glow up because it seems like they're on the right track. Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel, they be talking about, oh, Gabriel's beautiful. Like the angels within themselves, they're a whole army. Like they're tall as shit. They're big as they're big, they're tall. Um, they're not like these little light and fluffy characters that they like depict. They're not. Some of the stuff in the spirit room probably freak you out for some people. Um, but yeah, no. Long story short, your person, I feel like they're headed in a path that seems like is authentic to what's of their highest good and what's best for them, rather than playing the side of the ego because they have been going back and forth. So it seems like um, I don't want to say Gemini energy, but you know how they say like each zodiac sign we have our own hang up. Like as a, let's say as a Taurus, we're depicted as being stubborn, right? Stubborn, like these hungry hippos. Like, yeah, this is what it says. It's kind of true. And the lower aspect of self, or how they depict cancers as being so moody and, oh, I'm such a crybaby, and Aries being a short attention span. Like, some of that is true. Yes, we all have shadow sides. But it seems like your person is given into the shadow side of being a Gemini, of like being very two-sided and operating in two different energies, like kind of like the angel and the devil, like on the person's shoulder, like operating into two different sides. Like, girl, Geminis is crazy. I have none but Geminis in my life. Like, my sister is one, and she's like a Sour Patch Kid. She, one minute she's sweet, sour, and then one minute she's sweet. My dad, he kind of gives me Leo vibes. I gotta see what is in my dad's chart. He's a Gemini too, and my cousin's a Gemini. Like, almost everybody knows a Gemini, but like my dad, like one minute he's goofy. He's like make everybody laugh and smooth and all that stuff. But then he has this other side to him where he just like pop off and he's just like, what the fuck does this come from? Like, yeah. It's just something, yeah. Fairies. Oh, this conversation just happened about fairies because people be playing with them lately thinking they cute. Fairies is something else too. Like, I will say this. I don't really suggest everybody like tamper with everything, because Disney will have you thinking that certain stuff look like a certain way, or these little storybooks and stuff. And it's none of that. And then some things you open up to without much knowledge and wisdom of what you're, working with or allowing in your space, not knowing how the energies operate. If you're not of a sound mind, those things can have dominion over you, or take advantage. Some of these things could take advantage of your ass because you don't know what your power is. Especially people that like to work with like demons and like these primordial spirits, and they themselves is not equipped to handle that type of energy, and then they just got because they thinking that, oh, I get to work with this and it's gonna help me be power. Like, nigga, like, no, it's not. It's not what that's not what it does. Sometimes you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful what you allow in your space, and not everybody should be playing with a Ouija board. Not everybody should be playing with tarot, and hence the word playing with. Like, some of the stuff ain't to play with. Like, these are ancient tools and things like that. Some of these spirits are ancient. If you don't know what you're doing, it's almost like a person that just is like ignorant to things and naive to things. And a person, if they spot that you don't know, they'll take advantage of it, and then you just got. Like, it's that simple. Right. I guess you gotta be real discerning of what you allow in your space, and all of that. Like, not everybody should be getting into the Ifa, and not everybody should be working with fairies and goblins and all this other shit. Like, if you don't know what the fuck you get yourself into, like, you just got. Like, gotta be careful. And then you'll be somewhere like losing your fucking mind because you opened yourself up to something and now you don't know what's what. You don't, like, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. That's why I pray over my readings. That's why I should more so say affirm, declare, and decree over my space. Just because, like, I don't. Because what I'm doing, like, when you're opening portals, because you're reading cards, and if you're not setting a clear intention or you're not covering yourself, anything could come through and just give you some shit. And that's why I'm like so discerning now, because I'm sure there might have been some times where I've gotten some false guidance, because sometimes it'd be like like, and I can catch it now where I'm like, that don't sound right, so I have to clarify it, or I'm just like, I'm not gonna say that because that doesn't resonate, that doesn't make sense, and that doesn't feel right. One of my sisters had to call me out the other night, and I felt it in my spirit, but it was like something tried to come in and like use me to say something that wasn't true, and the part of myself that was aware of it was like, this don't sound right, like, I can't even really get it out, like, this doesn't make sense, like, why are you saying this? And not is it all the time that it has to resonate with the reader. What she's getting or what he's getting has to necessarily resonate with them, because it's not for them, it's for the person that's receiving the message. um but sometimes it just be like, like something just don't sound right. Like, this don't make sense. Like, this ain't. And then you gotta like break it down. You gotta like, it's a whole thing. Like, that's why I be saying to people, like, this ain't just no, oh, this is a pick a card reading. Hello everybody, this is my channel. It's like, no, you gotta be careful what you mess with. Like, this stuff is ancient sciences and work. And the tarot within itself is not evil. It's not, the system within itself is not evil. It's all about who has the tool in their hand. Just like, not every witch or every magician is good. Everybody with a gift isn't necessarily good. Just because somebody got a gift don't mean it's necessarily good or of divine spirit. um because demons, they know things, they know some shit. That's why I really had to be careful and take accountability. Like, I don't want that type of shit coming out of my readings. I don't want it around me in my space. I don't want anybody giving me a reading and then, they're not clearing their cards, they're not praying over their surroundings, they're putting up a divine shield of protection. I don't just want to take anything from anyone. I don't care how sweet it sounds. I don't want to hear it if it's not coming from a divine space. To be careful. And this isn't to be like, oh, I'm scared. Like, just be discerning and be responsible with your spiritual gifts, because I feel like in the past, um, I wish that I would have been more discerning of the readings and the people that I was reading for and stuff before I felt like my gifts were being exploited. Um, I didn't have full divine understanding. I feel like Spirit gives us grace to experience certain things, to teach us certain lessons, and so we can learn from them, or we further know how to handle certain things. Like, back in the day, I was just so like, oh, I want to read for everybody, and I'm just gonna read this person. And some people be like trying to get in, like trying to get in where they fit in, and try to like trick you and fool you and stuff like that. And now I'm discerning of who I read for. Like, if I don't feel led to read somebody, I won't either respond to their email if they ask me like, oh, what about a reading? Like, something, if I feel like their energy or something around them or just the circumstances they're in, if I don't feel called to read that person, I won't. If somebody gives me a reading or pays for a reading and I feel like something is off, I will give the person their money back. I'm not going to read, because I'm opening my energy up to something that I might not have any business opening myself up to. Or let's say it's a person, the dude that they're asking about might have some shit on them and might be fucking with the woman that's asking for the reading. And then I'm like, no, I don't want any of that. And sometimes Spirit will allow you to deal with certain people that have heavy energies around them and on them, so you can help free them. But there's also responsibility with that, because what I learned from like deliverance, they call it deliverance in church. What I learned from deliverance videos and stuff like that and experiences is, when you're freeing people of spirits and demons, those things will come at you because you just freed that person. You got to look at demons and spirits as they need a space to live. They need a host. They need something that they can thrive off of, right? So I'm killing you off. So like, I'm a target. Like, bitch, you trying to kill me? You trying to take my host, my feed, my supply? Like, bitch, I'm coming for you. That's like spiritual warfare, and it happens all the time. All the time. All the time. So you got to be mindful. Not all money is good money. Not all exposure is good exposure. That's why sometimes I feel like it's a blessing when you don't have a whole bunch of viewers and subscribers on your channel and stuff, because you don't know, not everybody that's watching you and subscribes to you has your best will and intentions. And just in itself, like a hive of people, like a collective, you're attaching, when you subscribe or you connect with someone, you're attaching your energy to that person in a sense, or let's say Soul Tribe, or someone resonates with your channel, or someone that comes. It's so sick. Like, people are so fucking weird. Like, people don't like certain people. And I'll even say, like, social media, I'll be seeing memes all the time. Like, why are people following you and they don't ever like anything? They don't ever comment on your posts. They watch your story religiously or something. And granted, some people are shy. Some people are shy, or they don't know how to socialize. That's different. But some people, it's just for the evil eye, just to see what you up to be nosy, to be all up in your business. Um, Watching you, waiting for you to fuck up so they can, like, do something against you or say something. Like, people are fucking retarded. Like, I hate using that word, excuse me, not retarded. People are just fucking brainless, goofy, crazy. I don't get it. I don't get the hate train. I don't understand it. Like, if I don't like something or someone, I'm not going to like, I'm not going to try to, like, associate or try to be like, for, like, that shows the wickedness of a person. Like, you're wicked. Like, what in the hell is, like, what's up with people? Like, I don't understand. Can somebody help me understand? Like, I'll never understand the the purpose of it. It's like diabolical foolery. Like, I just don't get it. But I guess it's like misery. Like, um it's trained behavior. Yeah, I don't get it. That's why I don't like being a part of no little witchy groups, little witching communities, because it be females in there that be hating on another girl's gift, or just in there to take other people's gifts and do spells. Like, it's so sick. Like, people are so bold nowadays. Like, spells is like nothing to them. And that's a whole nother topic. Um, I've learned my lesson in, like, little stupid things that I used to do to, um, my God, I had this stupid ex back. Not stupid. I shouldn't call him stupid. He was a part of the journey. I had this ex, and I wanted to mend things with him. And being, again, here comes the discernment aspects of it. Watching these law of attraction videos, like, it's nothing wrong with desiring something specific, but um, it goes into the whole free will thing, and it also goes into, like, are you even called to that person or that situation, or are you trying to insert yourself? So um when we broke up, we kept coming back and forth together, and in my mind, I thought that he was my twin flame, because we kept breaking up and then getting back together. Like, that's not what that is. It was just toxic, it was just dumb. Like, but people are so quick to try to do things, like the harmful stuff. It's like, you stupid, like, you dumb, like, you're wasting your energy. It's really stupid. The spiritual community has become, like, almost like a little joke to me, in a sense. Like, where it's meant to edify people and edify yourself and all of that. And, like, we're all learning. Like, none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect, but it's like people that just go out of their way to do things to be harmful and to be messy. And it just shows the character of the people, type of person they are in their heart. Like, you really you ain't a shit ass. I'm gonna just say, you just say the shit ass bitch. You just ain't a shit ass nigga. Like, you really just out here just being an asshole, right? Just you just get off on that, don't you? Like, it's just retarded. Like, let me stop saying that word. Like, that's really not a good word to be using, but we use it so loosely. But um, it's just like, you just, yeah. And I don't even want to give people like that too much credit, because people that they call mentally retarded, they're actually way more um loving, more kind, and way more smarter and intelligent than some of these fuckers, these spiritual roaches. Way more. But long story short, I don't even know how we got on the topic of all that. Where do we get on that? Yeah, the community. Yeah. And that in itself too, like, putting titles and labels. Like, spirituality is just, that's a part of our nature. Like, it's not something that can be bought. It's not something you can put on and wear and be like, and oh, I'm a witch now. Oh, I'm a reader now. Like, that's why I don't like putting myself in a box. Like, don't call me no reader. Don't call me. I'm not. I mean, I'll use it because it helps to identify with something, just like people like to use twin flame soulmate. It helps to identify something or a fragment of something. But putting the label on shit to me just makes it limited. And I'm not a limited person. I'm an infinite being. So I don't want to put no titles and no labels because I'm much more than that. I'm just a divine vessel, and however spirit uses me creatively, innovatively, however divine way that spirit is using me and my higher self guides me um, to be the best version of me or to be an example, whatever, a catalyst, a healer, a whatever title or label, it is what it is. It's just this one, this big light bubble of something. I don't even want to say a bubble because I'm not a bubble. I'm much more than that too. We're all much more than what we are, what we label ourselves as. Um, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, in a sense, people are being genuine in who they are. Like, some people literally are genuinely just assholes. That's literally what they are. They're just bitches and cowards. Like, that's literally what they are. I've had my fair share of attacks and trolling. Like, no disrespect to this girl because she did apologize to me, granted, but she tried to, she she said some, I think she was growing through something at the time. Like, she, might have, I don't know, if something mentally was going on with her at the time. I know she was, healing through something. And I still don't know what her total intentions were her intentions to, like, really harm me and try to, like, get people to turn against me, or did she genuinely feel like I was doing something to her? Um, so I'm just like, this came out of nowhere. Like, we were just cool. We talked every day. We talked to each other about our problems and all of that. And then all of a sudden, like, she was accusing me of some wild shit. I was like, and then people was on her channel like, I didn't know that. And I had to explain, like, I will never get it. I'll never understand where people get the shit from. And she apologized to me later on in life, but I don't think I could ever be cool with her again because, again, I don't know what her intentions were. So I forgave her because we all got to grow through something, but it just teaches us things and to be more discerning of what we allow or who we allow into our life and our space. And also on top of that too, to stand in my truth, to stand in my power, because I had to call that shit out immediately as soon as I heard it. I like, like, no, you're not about to put that on my name. I don't care if you're going through a mental psychosis or you really are trying to, like, get at me. Nah, no, nah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, ever since I started doing this, I've had some crazy experiences. I'm not gonna lie. Most of it has been women, actually, unfortunately. But um, I don't want to blame it always on, oh, the person was jealous and all of that. That doesn't always have to be the case. Some of it, like some of the accusations, sounds like girl, bye. Like, for real. Where'd you get this from? Like, where do you even get the shit from? Like, you pulled it out of your ass, or you're really going through psychosis. Like, where did this come from? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's funny now. It's funny now because it was an experience I had to go through. I've had people cuss me out over stupid things, stupid comments. Like, I'm sure every reader or any content creator on YouTube or just anybody in life deals with things like this. Like, it's definitely not for the weak. Because I know why I'm here, and I know why Spirit stationed me to be on YouTube specifically, and why I'm, led to do the work that I do and the healing and the help that I do. So I'm not easily wavered, and I'm not easily scared off of my path, if you will, because I know what Spirit called me to. So can't run me off. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You can have fun and, like, beat yourself around, but God already told me who I am and what I'm supposed to do. So, and so Spirit tells me to stop doing what I'm doing or to do something else, or spirit calls me to do other things, then that's a whole nother story. But no one else is going to be able to dictate that for me. Um, and anybody else that has a spirit and calling too, like, you got to have thick enough skin. Sometimes um, you feel weighed down by whether you feel like your content is not being appreciated enough, especially if you put a lot of heart into what you do and you like to help people. It's no different than, let's say, a um, healthcare person in the healthcare field that does everything they can to help people, and sometimes maybe people pass away, or people, it's not all the time that we can be everything and all for everybody else. Like, that's not our job. Our job is to do what we're called and required to do. That's it. Whether people like it or not, because truth is, even the most famous, beloved people, not everybody likes them. Like, let's use Beyonce for example. Like, Beyonce has like a huge, massive following, and there's still people that say she can't sing, she can't act, she's this, she's that, she's a devil worshiper, and all this stuff. Like, regardless, that's people's opinions or whatever it is. Who cares? The whole thing is like, not everybody's gonna love you. You could be the shit in somebody else's mind. You could be that shit or the shit to yourself, but there's people that's still gonna be like, oh, this bitch ain't all that, or oh, this guy. LeBron James is another hated celebrity. Like, people, for some reason, people don't like LeBron James sometimes, and there's people that love him, like him. That's life. And I had to get that in my spirit too. Like, especially like people that are servicers and loving light and all that. Like, it kind of like hurts because, and we're all, what's the right word? Like, and human nature, we all have a desire to be included in a community, in a tribe. That is what's natural to us, to be a part of a tribe, to be a part of a community, whether it's a large or small community. We're used to that connectedness. So that connectedness, I feel like, is just a natural human trait that we look for and that we seek. Um, so naturally, you're gonna want validation, and you're gonna want that love and affection and attention from outside society and all of that. But not everybody is gonna like you and love you, and that's the thing about soul tribe as well. You'll have a soul tribe that does rock with you, even if it's like 5 or 10 people. It's cool. Like, it's cool. 5 or 10 people is all, and that's it. As my sister says, that's all, and that's it. Like, yeah. But I don't even know why or where we got on the topic of all of this. But much love to you guys. I know a couple of my sisters on here. You guys are content creators. You guys are spiritual workers and stuff, and light workers, shadow workers. Healers, hood healers. But yeah, let me get my ass on off of here, and I'm gonna holler at my sis. I don't know if you're still on here, Minah, but I'm gonna holler at you as soon as I get settled. I'm gonna put the timestamps up before I do. Much love to you too, Bianca. I appreciate you as always. Really, 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 really do. Because I know sometimes, like, and don't think that you always got to be on here. If you can't, you can't. That's cool. I appreciate when you are able to, and my sis, I appreciate you when you're able to as well. Like, all my sisters on here, I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna do the timestamp so you guys can come back and watch, and then I'll catch you guys in the next reading. I'm gonna get the pick a card readings out at some point, somewhere, somehow, some way, somehow, sometime, somewhere, divine time. Yeah, hold on, let me see. I'm almost done with the timestamps. Multitask queen. Okay, let's see. I'm almost done, because yeah. Okay, timestamps are up. So as soon as I get off of this joint, timestamps will be available to you. If you guys miss your reading, love, many blessings. Be safe, be blessed until the next time, to the next reading, until we meet again.